Hello, I'm Lodema Hatch.
Hi, I'm Ray Hatch. I graduated from Taft College in 1961 and then came back in 1978 to teach. Taught a couple of years and went back into industry. And a year and a half later, I was approached by the faculty at the college to run for the college board. And so I thought about it, did that.
Getting involved versus sitting on the couch and becoming a couch potato is not an option. So getting involved, being, for instance, working with the TIL kids at the TIL program has been totally enjoyable. Various activities about town.
Well, and I might just add to that too that we're a part of a community, and there are things that need to be done in the community, and if you don't step up and do them, sometimes they don't get done. We've chosen to step up. When a project looks like it's a good project, it can help the community, we're ready to go on it. The TIL program is a special program. It helps students that otherwise would not be in college. Teaches them to live independently. In talking to some of the students and the parents, and I guess mainly the parents, they say, they never thought that their son or daughter would ever live independently. But the goal of most of these students when they graduate is to live independently, and they're doing it. It's just incredible the success rate that these students are having.
That brings to mind on my part, when we did the trip to Korea, there was this great big stage and the kids were lined up around the front of the stage answering questions from the audience, antagonistic questions, because they didn't believe that the kids hadn't been primed with their answers on what to say in order to sell the reason we were there. And the reason we were there was to make Korea aware of a program, because their children with special needs are simply hidden away and not let out and exposed because it's considered not positive. And these people would answer direct, one-on-one, and one young man just got absolutely irate that they were questioning the fact that he had the ability through the TIL program to live independently. And that was his goal. Not that he didn't love mom and dad, but he was going to live out on his own. About 7-8 years ago, a group was getting together, a small group, with the idea of starting a community garden, and we got wind of it because we like to do outside stuff. And the water company is basically donating the land up there on 9th and Kern, or for $1 a year or $100 a year.
$100 a year.
And so we started with this vision. Rotary participated in granting funds to build the first dozen boxes. The ROP carpentry program built the boxes.
We've had many organizations help us on this garden. It is truly a community garden. Synagro has been our partner almost since the first or second year. We've had numerous organizations come down and help us. Service clubs, I think they've all been down helping out with the garden. And it is a community garden, showing people how to grow things, giving them the opportunity to grow things. We put on classes, and hopefully we're going to be moving in the future into looking at not only growing things, but now cooking them, bringing nutrition into it, which is one of the things that we're very interested in these last few years.
And the other part of that, we had a chance to work with the TIL students this summer, the month of June, when they have a little more time on their hands. And we were expecting 5, 6, 7, 8, and we had 24 kids that sat in a 30-40 minute lecture information session with Ray, and then went into the TIL kitchen. So we had divided it up with 3 at each end of a single station to accommodate the 24. We had no accidents, we lost no kids, and they had a ball. Well, it's a family. May not live in the same room or under the same roof. And if you take a picture down my hall, you'll see family. You see family on the street as a result of our jobs. And I watched it with my mother, who was a teacher at McKittrick. We'd go into Safeway. Hi, Mrs. Blythe. Hi, Mrs. Hatch. Their impact on you, you're aware of. but your impact on them, you don't often see immediately. And to this day, I'll see graduates, and I'll have to go, well, how are you, honey? Because I can't remember their name, obviously. 900 a year going through Japtai for 20 years was a lot of faces and a lot of names. But I'll never forget the faces.
I certainly agree. Family is extremely important to us. Community is, I think, all of us. And again, the more we can do to make our community better, simply the better our life is going to be. One of the probably most satisfying jobs I've had in my career was teaching at Taft College. And that was because, again, as Lodema mentioned, you know, when you see people a few years later or a lot of years later, and they recognize you and thank you for what you did, is special. That has happened more than once, and you know, you simply try to do the best you can do, and things will turn out. And that community is doing the best you can do for, you know, those things that need to be done. And the other side of that is ignoring those things that don't need to be done, because there's unfortunately a lot of those around.